Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to change the little gear in the back of the Speedo head of a VNVP VR VS Commodore Speedo. It's the most common cause for the odometer and the trip meter not to work. It's fairly easy to change, so I'm going to show you how to do it. All you'll need is a T10 Torx bit, a fine little Phillips head screwdriver, and a fine flat blade. So let's get into it. So first things first, you just got to disconnect this ribbon, the wire ribbon off the back. Be careful, it's what keeps everything working, so don't damage it. But first of all, it's fairly straightforward with your little flat blade screwdriver, is to just stick it under there and lever that out. Then you just got to remove these 8 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're your T10 Torx bit. And once you've removed all 8 screws and you've removed your ribbon from the back of the cluster, it's just a matter of unclipping the front face and removing your front face. Then you just slide off the reset button off the front of it. You've got to remember not to forget to put that back when you're putting the face back on. Next, we're removing these joiners in the face. They just slide out the top using your little flat blade. Now be careful not to touch the black on the face of the Speedo, because it's hard to get dirty marks off, so you're best off just trying not to touch it too much. You just lever that up. Slide those out and just gently remove the Speedo head. And there you have the Speedo head. So you turn it over, again trying not to touch anything on the face. It's a bit tricky to hold when you're not doing that, but basically the gear is in behind this little motor. Not sure exactly what it's called, but anyway, that's where the gear is. So you've got to get your little screwdriver and unscrew these 2 little Phillips head screws off the side of it. And you pull this up. And there inside there will be this little gear. On top of another gear. So basically it's just a matter of picking that out. A bit tricky sometimes, picking that out. Try not to dislodge anything else in there. And then you're left with this little gear here. Try not to lose that gear off the back, because it's important that it stays there. But that's our little gear there. That's our little gear that we're just about to change. Prise that off there. Fairly straightforward. And there's the gear. Now you may or may not be able to see, but it's got some teeth missing off it. And that's the cause of the odometer and the trip meter not working. Now you've got to make sure you put it back on the right way. The gear's double-sided. It can only go on one way, otherwise it won't work properly. I don't bother with any lubrication. There's usually enough lubrication on it that you don't need to re-lubricate it, but just as long as it's got a little bit of nylon grease on there, it's fine, but not too much. Now you stick it on this way so that it actually sits up flush against the back of that gear. If you put it on the other way, of course, it's got a gap. That's not how it goes. It goes this way. And then it's just a matter of sitting it. And then it's just a matter of sitting it back in there. It just sits in there nice and gently. And then just slotting this back into there. Job's done. Screws, little Phillips head screws back in. Okay, so now the gear's back in the back of the Speedo head. So now I've just got to put the Speedo head back into the cluster, and it's just as simple as pulling it apart. So it's slotting the head back into the back of the cluster, sliding the face joiners down. It's fairly straightforward, using your fingers. And we put the reset button back on the front. And slide the screen back on, or the face back on. Snap that with your fingers. Then it's just a matter of putting the 8 screws back in. And then clip the wire ribbon back in, make sure it snaps all the way home. And there you have it, job's done. So you can buy one of these gears from one of the Parts Plus stores. Just give one of our friendly sales staff a call, and they'll be able to guide you in the right direction of the right Parts Plus store to get the gear from. Thanks for watching Parts Plus No Fuss how-to video. Thank you.